So please introduce yourself in the language in which you are comfortable. English, Hindi, anything you want. Okay.
So as I said, my name is Ayush Maurya.
Okay.
I came from Uttarakhand, Kashipur.
Okay.
And so I have done my basic schooling from there only. Post that, sir, in 2010 I have joined Indian Air Force.
Okay.
And right now I'm working with it. Also I'm a sportsman, sir. I have represented my Uttarakhand state in all the junior and senior categories. Also, after joining Indian Air Force, I am in the Air Force badminton team for 7 years, and I have represented Air Force in various nationals and also in international meets.
Which event? Which event?
Badminton.
Right.
Ayush, tell me one thing. Why Uttarakhand experienced cloudburst occasionally? Means recent 2 weeks ago there was a cloudburst in Uttarakhand. You are aware of it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so what is the reason behind it?
Sir, recent glacial lake outburst has been attributed to climate change, sir. There has been this melting of the glacier, due to which the water has been deposited, and there is this natural dam-like structure has been built over there, and huge pressure.
I'm not talking about flooding. I'm talking about cloudburst. Melting of glacier, addition of water, that is a different thing. That is flooding.
Right.
Cloudburst.
I'm sorry, sir, I have to read more on it.
Okay, fine. Do you know the difference between classical language and normal language?
Classical language is being attributed and it's been category being the government decided on the basis of certain criteria. So there are currently 8 classical languages in our country, and the criteria are basically it should be an antiquity, 2000 years of ancient history. There can be a breakage to the leniency of the language. Right now, sir, I'm
Okay, so there are 2 types of subject. One is scientific subject and another is a humanities subject. So, can you differentiate between these two? For example, I will give you a hint. Physics is a science subject. Sociology, society is a humanities subject. So how you will define science, how you will define humanity?
So the basic difference between a science subject and a humanities subject would be whether it would be scientifically proven or not. For example, sir, in physics, there is clear-cut, proven experiment, scientific basis behind any phenomena. But in humanities, there are theories, there are projections which may or may not be true, and they are also being biased with personal opinions.
Okay. So politics is a humanities subject or science subject?
Sir, polity is primarily a humanities subject, but there has been constant from time and again there has been demand to make it more scientific. For example, sir, electoral behavior can be determined on the basis of mathematical calculations.
Okay. So that's why the subject has been named political science.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Right now, some tense situation is going on in Afghanistan. So, can you briefly explain me what is the situation over there?
So the newly elected President of the United States, Mr. Joe Biden, he has decided to withdraw his troops from Afghanistan, due to which the Taliban forces over there, they are regrouping the lost grounds which they have lost, and right now they have claimed that they have captured more than 85% of Afghanistan area. So Taliban has been infamous for human rights violation, and they want to install Sharia law over the Afghanistan, which has been not been accepted by the cities of Afghanistan. So there is this fear of civil war over there.
Okay. And what will be implication on India?
So Taliban, basically Pakistan is the Pakistan involvement in Taliban's role, and somewhere pro-Pakistan approach of Taliban in the past. For example, sir, from 1996 to 2001, when Taliban rule was there, there was this increased militancy in the Jammu Kashmir area region, sir. So there is this fear that this might repeat again, sir.
Okay, good. Say one day in the morning when you wake up, you discover that one of your hand is missing,
So,
and you are good player of badminton.
so,
So still you will pursue with your badminton, or you will just forget it.
so. Sir, I will still have two options. Either to start with the other hand, and secondly to give coaching, sir. I'm very much interested in giving sports coaching to Dimension, whatever I have learned, sir.
So you are player of badminton also, you love coaching also. Say you are selected in a UPSC civil service examination, and government will make you as a secretary of Ministry of Sports. So how you will promote sports in India?
So,
And you will ensure that in next Olympic we are getting decent number of medals.
so primarily targeting Olympics. It's been seen that there are 339 gold medals up for grab in Olympics, sir. And so the distribution is not uniform across the different sports. For example, sir, aquatics is one sport. There is total 41 sports over there, sir. So, but aquatics is given 49 gold medals. Similarly, athletics has 48 gold medals, sir. Cycling has 22 gold medals. These three events are the main Olympic medals contentions. But we are not focusing on this, sir. For example, sir, in swimming we are very much behind, sir. Only 2 participants are there from India. So I will try to focus more on these events where there is a scope of more medals in Olympics, firstly. Secondly, sir, the gender equality. Women are not being that much supported as much as their male counterpart. Apart from, despite this fact that we have in 2016 Olympics, the 2 silver medals are being won by women. So if we promote women-led sports development, then I am very much sure that we will excel in this particular department, and it will also improve women empowerment, gender parity in our country. Thirdly, sir, the issue of finance. I strongly feel that there is a lot of talent in our country. The issue is of financing, sir. The recent scheme of Hello India, which government has promoted a lot, is a right step, and we need to identify the talent at the very early age, sir. Particularly in the remote areas, sir. For example, sir, I have personally felt that the northeast region area, the hilly areas people, the remote areas, they are very much, their aptitude of sports is very good, sir. They have a very huge potential if given right amount of training. So identification and proper financing mechanism should be there. Thirdly, sir, the infrastructure, sports infrastructure has to be improved, sir. So these 4 are my priority areas, would be my priority areas.
Good. Recently, a Olympian athlete from US, Simone Biles, she have withdrawn from Olympics. That she want to concentrate on her mental health. Can you highlight what are the mental challenges the people, those who are engaged in competitive sports, are facing?
So this particular case of Simone Biles is not an individual case. Similarly, the Naomi Osaka of Japan, she has also withdrawn from Grand Slams. Also, many cricketers have withdrawn. So, in the recent 2 years, primarily because of the corona bubble which they have to face, already the sportsmen at that level, so they are practicing for 8 to 10 hours a day. So their social life is already very much cut off. And due to corona lockdown, it's been almost shut down, sir. So due to which, in the recent 2 years, a lot of mental health issues are coming up. So I feel that a psychologist is a must for a team, and they are there in other countries, but in our country there is this lack of mental health recognition, sir. For every team there should be a psychologist, a mental health expert with whom the athletes can talk to and share their anxieties and depression, because they are already performing under a lot of pressure. They are carrying the hopes of 1.3 billion people, sir.
So initially you were a science student up to 12th standard,
Yes.
and then you switched over to be an art student, BA. Why so?
So after 12th, I have joined Indian Air Force in the technical stream, sir, in joining there. While I'm in a government job, I'm not allowed to do a government degree. So I have done distance education in a BA.
How do you still you are working with the Indian Air Force?
Yes, sir, I'm working with.
So what position? Which
So
position?
I am corporal. My rank is corporal.
Corporal. what job you have to do in Air Force?
So my primary job is to
You
repair
are technical field,
Yes,
technical
sir, yes.
this ground.
ground tasks. Yes, sir. So my primary job is to every airman in technical stream is being divided into different streams. Sir. So my particular specialized stream is ground defense missiles. So my job is to make them operation worthy, do the repair, maintenance, and make them ready for war. Sir.
Then what has motivated you to switch over from Air Force service to the civil services?
So for the initial 5 to 6 years, I have participated both in the technical field and also when I got the opportunity, I have represented Indian Air Force in the international badminton meet and also in the national meets. In 2016, sir, I have met with a career ending knee injury, sir. My ligament are tear. Both the ligaments are tear actually. I have undergone knee surgeries. Post that, sir, my medical category has been down. I have been posted in non-operational medical category, which is the A4G4, sir. So my career prospects are very limited in particularly a demanding job like Indian Air Force. So after that, I have reorganized my thoughts and recalibrated my future career options, sir. Initially it was a 20 years engagement, sir. Right now already completed 10 years of service. So that's why I decided to opt for civil services, and I have natural inclination of studies from my childhood also. So,
What are your optional subject in PhD?
so I have chosen political science and international relation as an option.
When you are talking about international relation, how do you look the present India's external affairs policy,
So,
particularly with the neighboring states?
sir, our foreign policy with respect to neighboring states has been dictated by Gujarat Doctrine, sir. We always believe in giving them and not expecting much in return because geographically, economically, militarily, we are too strong for them to compete. So we are basically adopted this Gujarat Doctrine and we are following it also.
But over a period of time, for last decade,
So,
our relations are becoming more strenuous. Particularly, otherwise earlier Nepal was a very good friend of our country. Now Nepal is also drifting. Bhutan also, as such a small country, with that also we are not with the cordial relations we ought to be. Even Sri Lanka. So what are the causes for all these things?
sir, with respect to Nepal, Sri Lanka and Maldives, these three countries are getting more and more inclined towards Chinese model of development, sir. And China is
It means we have failed to do something. We have failed somewhere.
So in short term, it does look like that we are failing, but the Chinese model of development is a short term boom, sir. In the long term, they will ultimately realize that the debt trap policy which China is using, for example, so the Hambantota port which Sri Lanka has faced, again the Bangladesh, they are getting so much debt from the China. So they are the policy of China is more inclined towards new colonialism, sir. There is this new colonialism plus theory is there. They are trying to indept the smaller nations surrounding us, and for checking, particularly for checking our ambitions in the Indian Ocean region. And sir, I will not say that we are failing. We are on the right track. The only thing is that the policies which we adopt, we are failing in the implementation part. So if we implement the policies which we have designed, for example, sir, in case of Nepal, sir, the various projects which we announced, there is a lot of delay over there. It's a similar case with Sri Lanka, similar case with Iran. So we need to implement. We need to implement the policies on a war footing. Then we can say that in the long term, our policies would be much more beneficial as compared to China.
That we know, we are putting up, but these neighboring countries, they are drifting away from us.
Sir,
For कहने के लिए तो बहुत अच्छा है, अच्छी है पॉलिसी, मगर वो चले जा रहे हैं, वो that is fact.
So if we implement the policies, then I'm sure that in the long term, they will realize the threats of China, and we will definitely have our own influence. The soft power which we maintain since ancient times, we will definitely be able to hold on to it, sir. The only issue is of implementation.
Looking to the present scenario, the development taking place in Afghanistan,
So,
what should be the India's reaction?
sir, Afghanistan soil is being already it's been always been called as a soil of death trap, sir. Death trap. It's been said as a reason where even angels fear to come down upon. USA and Russia both have failed to carry their objective over there, sir. So militarily, I don't think we have any option to intervene in it, and we should not, as per our own punishing principles. But on the lines of our Gujarat doctrine, we need to keep on engaging. We need to keep on building our soft power, sir. Also, with respect to Taliban, we need to have some informal diplomatic channel open, so that if Taliban capture whole of Afghanistan, we have some leverage to carry on.
Just tell me one thing. The impression of police is not good among people. People are often afraid to approach the police. The impression of armed forces, military, it is good in general public. So why there is a difference? People respect armed forces, but people don't respect police, or they are fearful of police.
Sir, one reason being myself as from different background, I think that the continuous training, the discipline which army provides, it's lacking in police. Sir. They have initial training. After that, there is no continuous training program over there, sir. So for police particularly, I believe that there should be a continuous training, continuous sensitization towards the various issues and the coming up technology over there, sir.
Okay. Say if you are selected in UPSC CSE and if you get IPS SS service, so how you will and you are posted as a district SP, so how you will change the working of your department so that people are more connected with police?
So first thing which I have told earlier also, we need to continue the continuous training, continuous monitoring, the physical fitness, the mental fitness of all the forces is the first priority for me. Secondly, sir, for the citizen-centric policing, I would like to incorporate technology over there, sir. One thing which I could think of is the online FIR, sir. Secondly, if the training is improved and the way the police, particularly the lower rungs of the hierarchy, the police constables, how they deal with the public, if that perception is changed, I think the overall relationship would improve, sir.
Last question. Say one day you discover that your son or your daughter is in a homosexual relationship, sir. So what will be your response?
My own son and my own daughter, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, as homosexual, this taboo is there, sir. But it's been scientifically proven, sir, that it's a natural condition, and I will definitely talk to them, understand their own psyche, because this issue needs to be talked upon. So the more we talk about it, the more realities we will understood. Because if we simply brush it under the carpet and say that no, this is our disease, then we will not understand the real issues of the society, sir. So for them, I definitely need to converse with them. And sir, with the coming of the Supreme Court judgment, I think homosexuality is being definitely going to be accepted in the longer run, sir. And our society, it will take time, but I think in long run it will be accepted. The same-sex marriages will be also be accepted. So why should I be the hurdle in this change?
Good. Okay, sir. Okay, Ayush. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
आयुष कैसा लगा आपको आपका एक्सपीरियंस? अच्छा था?
है ना। एक दूसरा आपका जो ड्रेसिंग का जो
सर एक्चुअली मैं यहाँ पे सर टेम्परेरी ड्यूटी पे हूँ सर, मैं यहाँ पे पोस्टेड नहीं हूँ,
अच्छा।
मैं पोस्टेड जोधपुर सर।
अच्छा।
सो यहाँ पे मैं कुछ दिन के लिए आया हूँ।
हाँ नहीं इसलिए उसमें सोबर कलर
सर आई हैव रेडी द ब्लेजर एंड ऑल, आई एम रेडी बट इट्स इन जोधपुर सर।
हाँ।
सो यहाँ पे लेके नहीं आ पाया।
हाँ नहीं कलर जो आपने ना ब्लैक कलर वो नहीं हुआ ना।
हाँ सर।
लाइट ब्लू और वाइट
सर लाइट ब्लू ब्लेजर इज देयर ऑन लाइट ब्लू टी-शर्ट एंड ब्लैक पैंट इज सर लाइट
लाइट टी-शर्ट
शर्ट। देखो क्वालिटी ऑफ योर आंसर इज गुड, है ना। जो भी आपसे पूछा गया आपने सोचा एंड देन यू हैव आंसर्स, सो दैट इज वेरी गुड साइन। द ओनली थिंग इज लैकिंग कि आप स्माइल मेंटेन करो, है ना। मतलब व्हाटएवर बी प्लेजेंट स्माइल, नॉट मतलब पूरा मतलब आप सब प्लेजेंट स्माइल मेंटेन करो।
आप इतने सीरियस बन जाते हो ना।
हाँ बहुत सीरियस।
और दूसरा कांटेक्ट आप वो ये साहब पूछ रहे थे तो उनके सामने देख रहे थे, मैं तब बॉडी नहीं किया थोड़ा वो।
और दूसरा क्या है कि आपका आंसर जो है आप ऑनेस्टी से देते हो। स्पोर्ट्स में भी आपसे पूछा गया, आपको अच्छा खासा आया। आई कांटेक्ट है ना, कभी कभी आप नीचे कर लेते हो या साइड में कर लेते हो, तो आप मतलब देखते रहना है।
मतलब जो पूछ रहे हैं सर उनसे और साइड में भी देखते।
हाँ जैसे जो पूछा है ना तो उसको आप
उसको ज़्यादा 70%
टाइम देना और बाकी लोगों को भी आप एक बार देख लेना, है ना। और आप बॉडी का ना बहुत स्टिफ करके बैठे रहते हो और वो शो करता है कि आप आर्म फोर्स के हो, मतलब, है ना। तो रिलैक्स बैठना, है ना। ओवरऑल कंटेंट तो ठीक है, हाँ बाकी तो ठीक है।
देखिए इंटरनेशनल रिलेशन वाला देयर इज पैराडाइम शिफ्ट इन आवर फॉरेन पॉलिसी, हाँ, और उसके कॉन्सिक्वेंसेस भी बहुत सारे भी आर एक्सपीरियंस। तो उसके लॉन्ग रन कॉन्सिक्वेंसेस, शॉर्ट टर्म कॉन्सिक्वेंसेस, शॉर्ट टर्म गेन्स एंड लॉन्ग टर्म गेन्स, वो थोड़ा और
आप है ना ये उत्तराखंड के बारे में अच्छे से पढ़ना।
सर क्लाउड बर्स्ट वाला मुझे आता था पर मैं उसको भूल गया सर।
रीज़न क्या है क्लाउड बर्स्ट? देखो हिमालय जो है ना, नॉर्थ साइड से उसका ग्रेजुअल स्लोप है,
राइट सर।
लेकिन साउथ साइड से स्टीप स्लोप है,
Right.
तो वाटर बहुत जल्दी ऊपर जाता है। यानी क्लाउड के साथ बलून की तरह है, बहुत ज़्यादा पानी उसमें ऐड हुआ और एक बार में फट गया, तो बादल फटना इस क्लाउड बर्स्ट। तो उत्तराखंड का ज्योग्राफी आप अच्छे से पढ़ना, क्योंकि उत्तराखंड में डाइवर्सिटी बहुत है, प्लस उत्तराखंड में ज्योग्राफिकल डिजास्टर बहुत आते हैं, लाइक फ्लडिंग आ गया, लाइक क्लाउड बर्स्ट आ गया, लैंडस्लाइड आ गया, अर्थक्वेक आ गया, एवलांच आ गया, तो बहुत वल्नरेबल रीजन है। तो वहाँ उसके बारे में आप पढ़ लेना। प्लस टूरिज्म को लेके भी उत्तराखंड में बहुत प्रॉब्लम्स हो रहे हैं, क्योंकि अभी जैसे आपने देखा होगा कि लॉकडाउन थोड़ा रिलैक्स हुआ तो दिल्ली के टूरिस्ट मनाली, शिमला, मसूरी वहाँ पे चले गए और जिसकी वजह से वहाँ पे फिर केसेस बढ़ने लगे। तो एक टूरिज्म का केस है, फिर जोग्राफिकल ये पढ़ना। और दूसरा जैसे बैडमिंटन है, स्पोर्ट्स है, तो उसमें तो आपने अच्छे से आंसर किया है, उसका कोई दिक्कत नहीं है, बाकी आपने अच्छे से आंसर किया है, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है। बाकी दूसरा है ना, जैसे ये अफगानिस्तान का कंडीशन है, तो आपने सिर्फ एक ही एंगल बताया, सिक्योरिटी केस। तालिबान आएगा वहाँ पे ना, ओपियम का ट्रेड इंक्रीज होगा, ड्रग ट्रैफिकिंग, तालिबान आएगा, पाकिस्तान स्ट्रॉन्ग होगा। अभी चाइना के फॉरेन मिनिस्टर वहाँ पे गए थे, उन्होंने कहा कि कोई भी तालिबान को परेशान करे वी विल नॉट अलाउ, यानी चाइना इज बिकमिंग स्ट्रॉन्गर। इंडिया का इन्वेस्टमेंट है वहाँ पे, माइनिंग में हम इन्वेस्टमेंट कर रहे हैं, प्लस आपको पता होगा तो ये तापी गैस पाइपलाइन है, उसमें हमने इन्वेस्टमेंट किया है, सेंट्रल एशिया का रूट है, तो उसमें हमें लॉस होगा। तो कहने का मतलब ये है कि कोई भी जब आप आंसर दो ना, इट शुड नॉट कवर जस्ट वन डायमेंशन, सिक्योरिटी डायमेंशन, डिप्लोमेटिक डायमेंशन, इकोनॉमिक डायमेंशन, पॉलिटिकल डायमेंशन, ये सारा कवर होना चाहिए ना। तो आप क्या करना कि लास्ट 1 मंथ के से जुलाई 2021 न्यूज़पेपर को पढ़ना, उसमें जो भी न्यूज़ आया होगा, पहले तो आप एडिटोरियल को एनालिसिस करना, क्योंकि मेजर न्यूज़ उसमें आता है, आइडर टेक इंडियन एक्सप्रेस और द हिंदू, जो मेजर न्यूज़ है, जैसे अफगानिस्तान का कंडीशन, पेगासस स्पाईवेयर, पार्लियामेंट डिस्ट्रप्शन, फार्म बिल, एनीथिंग, सबके 5-6 पॉइंट आप शॉर्ट नोट जैसा बना लेना। तो और पॉइंट ऐसे होने चाहिए कि एक इकोनॉमी का, एक सोसाइटी का, तो ऐसे जब आपसे पूछे ना तो आप आंसर कर पाओगे। और दूसरा जैसे मैंने आपसे वो क्वेश्चन पूछा था, ये पुलिस का कंडीशन है ना, कैसे इम्प्रूव करना, तो उसमें जैसे आप लोग ना पॉइंट नंबर 1 इज दिस, पॉइंट नंबर 2 इज दिस, दैट इज अ गुड वे ऑफ सेइंग, बिकॉज आप जैसे बोलते हो कि इन 4 वे वी कैन इम्प्रूव द रिलेशन बिटवीन पीपल एंड पब्लिक, तो विच मीन्स पहले ही जो इंटरव्यू को पता है कि व्हाट इज योर आउटलाइन, व्हाट इज द फ्रेम व्हिच यू आर गोइंग टू से, तो दिस इज द राइट वे, तो इसी वे में आप कंटिन्यू है ना। एंड बी कॉन्फिडेंट, आपके मेन्स अगर अच्छे हुए होंगे तो यू हैव फेयर चांस, है ना। तो स्माइलिंग फेस रखना, कॉन्फिडेंट रहना, यू हैव गुड चांस। ओके, गुड लक।
थैंक यू।
Thank you.